It's your boy Mike. Welcome back to another Gekishin Squadra video. So we are going to be looking at the submitted game feedback section inside of the official Discord. As per always, the official Discord is linked down in the comments below. It is just pinned. If we go ahead and look at how to go ahead and submit the feedback, all you have to do is copy this command and then take it into any of the chats. I always go into off topic because this one is the one that has like the least amount of people talking in it. You click on that, then there is going to be a thing that just says commands matching submitted feedback. You click on that, then you enter, and then it'll have it where you can go ahead and submit your feedback. We are also not alone here today. We are continuing the streak of having a new guest every single week, and we have one of the best cooler, if not the best, cooler mains inside of Gekishin Squadra. We have South Pole here. And I like relatively like tank wise, I think you almost always get like top 100 in tank for like your rankings
Oh,
as
definitely.
well, right?
Yeah, definitely. Also, hello everyone. It's not hard. It's genuinely not hard when you're just good.
DPS is like you have to battle every day of your life.
Oh yeah,
To just be
tank,
top 100 for like 5 seconds, and then tank is like walking down the street, making sure to look both ways. Like it's not free, but it's a lot freer than
it's so much more
DPS.
Free,
yeah.
I have so much fun. I climbed last week like 40 spots from like 78 up to like 34.
Right.
And one like it was a long session, but still like just being able to do that. That's not possible on DPS. It's not.
No, you have to think multiple days.
Yeah.
Either way, though, you are a relatively good player, I would say, and that's the whole reason why you were in Squadra Blast as well. And I think that you did pretty well up until I think your teammate left or something.
Yep, we didn't even get to play in the top 16 because somebody wanted to go to a party.
Yeah, but I like personally. Not to gas you up more, but I know that you would have been able to at least carry your team up to top 15 or top 16. Excuse me.
I would have done something, yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and look at the feedback. First one is we already have a leaving it to you ping, so I feel like we should also get leaving it to me, and I'll handle this ping to know when a tank is going to defend a tower or when a technical is going to backdoor an enemy's tower in the middle of a chaotic battle. That would be pretty cool. I think the ping system in general just needs to get reworked.
It needs a full rework. Needs a full rework. There needs to be multiple inputs. What I kind of like, because a lot of people do play on controller and doing these inputs. If you played Smite at all,
I've played Smite, yeah.
So doing the inputs to just get a command out like that is just, it's a godsend. It's so easy. Like genuinely, if they had the Smite command inputs, like I think a lot of people would pick it up instantly.
Well, it's also a category for each one too. Like you have to click V to even pull them up. Then afterwards it like says like attack, defend, you know, like movement and all that stuff. And that would be also really good for pings that also just don't exist in the game too. Like one of the most vital pings I feel like is saying that your ultimate is ready, and that's not even a thing that exists. Like you have to look at the top of your screen to little box and see if it has like that lightning around it to even see if your opponent if your teammate has their ultimate ready, to just have it be like, okay, I'm gonna click V, X, and E, and then boom, now I'm telling my teammates that my ultimate is gonna be up in like 20 seconds. You know,
visual cues are good, but having audio cues is so much better, especially for like hyper specific things that are going to be used a lot, such as having an ult ready. Like that's you need it. Like it is a must have, I feel like, in this game, which should have been should be.
And hey, in the game. if they don't want to like add that anytime soon, text chat and voice chat are always on the table.
Yeah.
Stop making the default game mode when you begin the game for the first time. Or stop making ranked the default game mode. Quick play needs to be the default game mode, where there needs to be a level requirement or proficiency requirement to play ranked to discourage noobs from playing and going AFK. Yes, I think that Gekishin Squadra's main issue for any new player is just being thrown into like a ranked match right at the start, and on top of that, it just, yeah, exactly, they don't have a good tutorial. The tutorial that they have is you walking from the left side of the map to the right side and like given the bare bones of anything. They don't tell you about bosses. They don't tell you about triple boss KO. They don't tell you about
like they don't show like what the difference is between like a max Gekishin and just like a normal one.
Right.
Like, so honestly, there are a lot of misplays that are being made when it comes to just the tutorial, because this could just be a tutorial like thing, because I think some people could just like hop straight into rank, because if you start off at E rank, it's basically a quick battle.
Yeah. I think it needs to have it where the first thing you fight is those beginner bots as well. Like they need to probably just change it now that it's already inside of the game.
Oh yeah, since they did add the bots, they might as well just do a specific thing, like you were mentioning, like hit a certain start level, and then you get you unlock standard mode, just how like Marvel Rivals does, and Overwatch and other games that are very similar, and they just have level caps. Like you can't enter ranked unless you hit a certain level, and
right.
That's it.
Yeah, it is just very weird for sure. Remove the medical respawn mode in ranked. It has lost me so many matches because of it, and it's a huge problem. Where even though you hit the capsule, it will still revive the opponent because the match is just a bunch of BS. I had a match where me and some dude managed to kill 3 people and on one god, but we died. And someone just managed to revive the entire team because of this fuck ass mode. Just remove it from ranked in general because it's trash. Yeah, like I think that medical respawn is one of those game modes, or not game modes, but like divine draws, that it either needs to be entirely reworked in order to stay, or it needs to just be removed entirely from the game, because there's no reason why you should be able to revive your teammate and they're just at 100% HP. They have they're just respawned exactly where they died. Like all of those things combined is what makes that medical respawn so toxic.
Yeah, I think medical respawn, the only way you can make it good is if they get rezzed, they get put back at spawn. Like that's legit the only way I could see that.
I was gonna say either like that where they respawn back at spawn, or they have it where they come back with like 20% HP, like a small amount, like to the point where almost anything would one shot you.
And yeah, I was say 50% sounds like a good like medium, like good like ground.
Yeah. Something like that.
So I don't know. I think what should happen is, especially with how standard is, it's not really ranked at all. This is just in my opinion. Some people love the divine draws. I don't like divine draws in standard or standard/ranked, as I'm gonna air quote it. Like it's it's ranked. We're playing ranked at the end of the day. It isn't standard. It isn't a quick battle or anything like that. We're playing ranked. Why are divine draws in that in this? Like if there is gonna have divine draws, then have it be in a separate like rank pool, I guess, or something.
Right. I was looking at because I had it where I like reviewed this whole document, and it took me over an hour to look at the entire thing of all the suggestions that like a massive group of like over 100 people wanted for Gekishin Squadra. And that was one of the things, was that like Gekishin Squadra right now feels like it has like an identity crisis, where half of the game is like all fun Mario Party mini games. Dude, I love my sub rules, you know. Dude, like it's so funny and cool. And then the other side is like the serious side, like, oh dude, we're gonna have Squadra Blast, we're gonna have it where there's 250 gems that you can get from it, and then there's top 16 teams are gonna be on live stream and having it where it's like this is the ranked and like trying to be serious.
It was a worldwide event, right? Like it was a global event. They did an Asia tournament, NA tournament, and the EU tournament. This was a global tournament that anybody could join. And you had to be some of the best to win in that Squadra Blast, right? It wasn't, oh, you get in and be casual play and whatnot. Whenever it comes to Squadra Blast, I can't really even take that tournament all that serious, because if you go look at all these other community hosted tournaments, a lot of them are banning divine draws. Quite a few of them have banned divine draws, or are just banning specific divine draws, and or banning certain picks as like new characters that are coming out. Like, tournament rules shouldn't have divine draws in the first place. It doesn't feel like a tournament. It's like Overwatch League if they were playing Total Mayhem game mode. If you ever played Total Mayhem, the
Smash
Total Mayhem
Bros
game
having
mode,
items on.
yeah, basically that. Like, what Total Mayhem was, it was reduce your cooldown like by like 50%. So you would be popping just abilities left and right, and you would have like 600 more HP than what the base character has, and it was crazy. Like, that's how Gekishin Squadra feels. And like, a game, like, certain teams will develop strategies based on certain divine draws and stuff, and it's just kind of like weird. Like, why are we basing it on strategies on divine draws then, instead of actually playing the game properly? And
oh, for sure. Yeah, I do think that
it's silly.
Like, I'm almost feeling like what they should just do is have it where if they want to continue making divine draws and making it, or like that's a part of ranked, then just have its own separate queue that's just no divine draws, like, at all.
Yeah.
Like, if they truly want to see the data of like just how much people would rather not have divine draws, put it to like again, like how you can like do ranked A and then ranked B. Ranked A is like divine draws and all that, and then ranked B is nothing. You get the same thing each time.
Even this, they could, since they're trying to be in tune with the community and stuff like that, they're accepting feedback. Why not do voting for divine draws? What divine draws you want to stay, and what stuff you want to go,
or bans, or anything like that. Like, again,
banning divine draws, or like just banning divine draws in ranked would be top tier. Like, I really wouldn't care if people were constantly banning like some of like the best stuff, like, you know, like Superstar and stuff. But I just
yeah,
it's super
bye
silly.
bye Clouds, bye bye, see you later, bye bye Medical Respawn, I'll see you in hell.
Yeah,
like it is something that, because we're always gonna run into that issue of like a certain divine draw being just disgustingly just
a lot
toxic.
of people, like, there's been 3 or like 4 divine draws already that are in the game that people despise, and people will actively dodge the game just to not play in that match because of the divine draws. It happens a lot. A lot of people don't want to play mid respawn. A lot of people don't want to play in mystery HP. That shit is fucking whack. Like, why are we hiding the HP on everything?
Yeah,
like, you can't see boss HP. Like, it
is very weird. Yeah,
it's insane.
How do I type Team 1 in chat? I think that they're saying because of the call, I guess. I don't know.
I have no idea.
Oh, maybe I think they might be talking about like, how do you join this, and then you know how like you can invite people into that inside of the looking for groups chat. I think that's what they're talking about. It's funny that it's in the submit the game feedback section though. Good morning. I've been playing Squadra since the beta. I wish the game had Brazilian Portuguese dubbing. Dragon Ball is very famous on Brazil among children, teens, and adults. According to Newzoo Global Gamer Study, Dragon Ball has much higher awareness and recognition in Latin America, including Brazil, than in the United States. So you're wonderful if the game had Brazilian Portuguese dubbing. I think honestly, like, there should be, like,
from the start of the game, whenever I saw there was only English and Japanese, I was genuinely like pissed off. I was like, bro, what? There's no Portuguese, there's no Spanish. Like, huh?
Yeah, like, it is very odd.
Understand their audience?
Yeah, it is very odd. I will say, I feel like it's probably just a current. Well, I don't know, because the thing is that, like, okay, even the biggest, most popular, like, mobile games or just Dragon Ball games in general, I don't think it has dubbing for anything other than English and Japanese. Am I crazy?
I would have to actually look into that, but
I know like Dokkan it does not, and I know for a fact that it's only English and Japanese.
Dragon Ball Z the Budokai games, they were dubbed in Spanish, I believe. If not, I might just be thinking of like the modded versions, but I believe those were actually like dubbed in Spanish and or Portuguese.
All right. Again, though, I would hope Like I'm entirely fine with them adding more languages, especially because like again, there's a big audience over there, and even on top of that, there is what is it? They are adding more and more like servers for different places. Like we just got the I think it was the Oceanic one that they just added the tournament for and all that. So again, I feel like once they keep seeing that like there are more people joining, that hopefully in the future that it would happen, but I'm can't say I'm hopeful. I can't say that I'm too hopeful for something like that.
Yeah, if it wasn't added at the beginning of the game, I really don't think it's gonna get added anytime soon, unless it's for like an anniversary thing.
That would be pretty cool as an anniversary. Yeah. Adding an option to evade teammates is getting tiring playing with the same people who don't know how to play. That'd be very true. If I would be very happy if they added something like that. It's so annoying running into the same teammates who are just god awful.
I honestly, with how small the player base is, even in a void system, like would actively just make you not want to play the game because you would be in queue times for much longer. It depends on time and day, I know that, but even whenever I'm playing on the weekends, like I can play on Saturdays, like in the middle of the day, it could be 1 p.m. and I'll be sitting there solo queuing tank. I will not find a game for 30 to 40 minutes. Like it's people aren't playing the game solo. There's a lot of people that are quote unquote playing the game solo, but they're really not. They'll queue for like a couple minutes, stop queuing, and they'll go invite their friends because they're like they can't. Oh, but I can't find a game. So
yeah, but the way that
I would love an avoid option. I would love an avoid option, but it's I don't think it would even work.
I get that. The way that I kind of see it is there is a lot of problems that Gekishin Squadra has that pushes people away. So the more and more options that we can give that would keep people playing, I feel like would be more beneficial than having it where like like how you said it might starting an effect where like queue times are longer. And there are other games like Marvel Rivals that have the avoid as teammate option, and then it only lasts for like a week. They could do the same thing, but maybe it only lasts for like 2 or 3 days or something like that, right? But yeah, I feel like there probably are benefits and downsides. I would personally just rather have it where there's the option, but yeah, like I also get what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm completely up for it, but at the end of the day, what we need is more players at the end of the day. It's the lack of a player base currently is what's just causing a lot of these bad players to stay because they have egos, so they're just on the game just to troll and throw elo.
That's true. Again, that's why I think that a lot of options that they could add that are probably just going to make it where again the player base is very divided, but like at the end of the day, I do think that they should still add it is like again avoid his teammate. I think there should be a queue just for people who are going solo queue.
There should definitely be separate queues as well.
Again, yeah, and I feel like it would help out a lot more compared to that. Yeah, having it where you can't team up with like a D rank player as an S rank, like all of that stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Super Vegeto's main idle animation continues playing its audio into the character select of your next game until it finishes. I saw that too. That it is a very weird. I don't know why it does that. It's like just Super Vegito. Yeah. Again, there also is the report bug section that is kind of very similar to the submit game feedback. I feel like they probably just didn't know that was a thing. So also just submitting it as a bug report is probably the best option for them to be able to see it. Why are we still losing points when having players go AFK on our teams? Why are we still losing points over players just flying around not doing anything? It's ridiculous. The patch notes stated the system was put in place to penalize that behavior and incentivize players that are actually playing, and yet nothing has changed. How are we this far into the game's life? How are we this far into the along into the game's lifespan and failing this hard at basic game features? Well, the thing that I don't know how it is with the AFK system. I feel like no matter what, there always is going to be a quote unquote like bad system, because like it's always going to be very hard for them to update it. If somebody is like being AFK and they just stay in base the entire time, then people are gonna exploit it and be like, okay, well then I'm not gonna stay in base the entire time. I'm just gonna go ahead and like just keep circling around, and then something comes out, and then like they update it, and circling around now counts as AFK, and then it's like, okay, well then I'm just gonna back farm minions, and then like back farming minions is like, it's going to be a reoccurring issue, unfortunately. Like that's just kind of the the sad part about it, right? But that's why. Oh, sorry, go
ahead. No, I think what they need to do, they definitely can do this. This is Bandai we're talking about here. At the end of the day, get people to watch the games, to be able to go in and watch the games, not even live, like an after the fact thing. Like if, like
I'll be Bandai employee #1 watching hundreds of games all day.
Yes. Like you know how like CS:GO has a thing where it's like they somebody reports this person as a cheater, and then you can actually sign up for like a program to actually go and check and actually watch the game and see if this guy's an actual cheater, and then you submit your feedback to Steam or Valve or whatever, and it can actually get that person banned because you're actually helping out the community or whatever. Like they could have it be community. I really don't think they should do a community-based thing, kind of similar to CS, because there has been a lot of bad apples in there that have just kind of perma-banned some people that weren't actually cheating. But what they should is like Marvel Rivals. What Marvel Rivals does is they actually have people watching the games constantly. Not every game, obviously, but if you submit a report, it'll go to a person and they'll actually see it, and we'll actually scrub through whatever real quick, and then yada yada. People get banned or muted or silenced or whatever the heck on that game all the time. Like it whatever system they have going for them actually does work. So I think they kind of just need to copy a formula from any other game and just kind of implement it in their system. There's so many other game implementations that they could do with this current game, because they don't have any of these basic game systems. They don't have a real anti-cheat. Somebody's gonna find a loophole into this game, and they're gonna try and patch it out, and it's gonna just be a backdoor forever kind of thing if they don't actually implement an anti-cheat system into this game.
Right. I think what I was gonna mention too is that, like, one, don't forget, if a person is AFK and like you see that that's happening, like they're just staying inside a base, it could always be, you could always surrender and then you shouldn't lose points. I've had times where I've lost points, but I haven't had to do it recently. But you shouldn't lose points during that. And two is bots. Like there have been bots that are just AFK, and I don't know why that's a thing, but it leads into another issue of like bots being something that is also just a thing plaguing this game as well. But
it's super prevalent.
Oh, for sure.
In low ranks, it's super prevalent in low ranks. If you're anything below A, you're gonna get a bot in like damn near every match.
Right. Like I think what also just needs to happen too is we just need a better reporting system. If you reported a game and someone was throwing it and someone verifies that that was a throw, not only should you get a notification saying, hey, you know, we see that that was an issue that you had on your team, so we've gone ahead and banned the player. But on top of that, if you're playing something like ranked and you had lost any sort of elo, having it where like you just got that elo back and was refunded, that would be a godsend.
A refund in elo, or even a shield thing, kind of similar to Rivals.
Yeah.
Like
yeah, your next elo loss is on us. Like that.
Yeah, like it would be next game you lose, you don't lose any points. Like it's something like that. Like
it's just like it is very silly that we don't even, like, we just report people and we just like are crossing our fingers and hoping that they listen. It's very dumb, I feel like.
Yeah. Oh, jeez, this is a big one.
Firstly, I'd like to point out the amazing changes made with Super Oob and Trunks. The cooldowns being reduced alongside the HP dozens have made the heroes very enjoyable to play. However, despite these amazing changes, I see a lot of mistakes being made. The new hero Super Saiyan Bardock is a thoughtless recreation of Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. They both have very similar playstyles, and with both being I don't know how to read that word.
It's supposed to be considered.
Oh, I knew that. the best tank roll heroes in the game. It has led to an archetype being made. A good tank roll in hero Gekishin has skill or skills that forcibly move the enemy heroes, a skill or skills that stun the enemy heroes, and skill or skills that reduce damage taken, and finally skill or skills that prevent enemies escape. Both mentioned here have both skills and abilities, and has made the tank roll rather dull. I hope future tank rolls will have more diverse skills and playstyles. However, I feel like I feel the need to point out a vocal minority who is trying to sabotage good hero balance, game system, etc. I propose a downvote button so players can react to feedback that they don't want to see implemented into Gekishin. Examples of bad feedback that shouldn't be taken seriously and deserve downvotes is hit does way too much damage, hit has way too much invisibility, hit has too many stuns, reduce rage barrier cycle to 3, change brutal buster back to 3, 4, 6, and chasing cooldown to 7. I hope you'll find my feedback helpful. That would be fine. Like I think that like that is true. Bardock is I feel like he's a bit unique, but he also does have a lot of similarities to it. Like
he legit is this. He's the same character as Forgita. Like he's what they said is right. Like it is true. He has a taunt. Forgita doesn't have a taunt, but he does have a stun, which lasts for 3 seconds, which is basically the fucking taunt, right? Mm-hmm. He has the survivability to be able to escape. He just pops his 1, and then he gets all his defense, and then he can just like survivability is right there. He has the shield, obviously, that can block every single bit of key blast damage, which in this current meta, if you're playing Oob or anything like that, like he can block pretty much everything except for like obviously the ultimates and stuff. But I really do want a new tank that is not what Bardock and Forgita were. I want a tank character that is a more attacking, aggressive style role, kind of similar to Cooler, kind of similar to Cell. Cell is a very heavy offense tank. You play him defensively at the beginning, but once he hits perfect Cell, you can play as offensively as much as you fucking like, because you can grab people, you pop your giant orb red thing and they just die. And then he has a very, very, very great kit. It's just his first form has no HP. Like it's super silly with how some of these characters have come out. Whenever they released another DPS, it was unique. Vegito is unique. He's able to dodge ultimates, dodge damage. He gains shields off of his abilities. Name another DPS that gets shields off of their abilities constantly, besides the Gammas.
I don't think there's anyone.
And that's what I'm saying. The Gammas have to pop ult specifically to get shields whenever they are doing their abilities and stuff. Like
Gammas get the shield on skill 2.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. But whenever they pop ult, they
I get what you mean. Like it for DPS, I do feel like every single person has been very unique. I don't think there's been like it definitely does not feel that way in terms of tanks, for sure. But I agree that like it should change. Like it's different enough, but it's also just very similar to the point where it's just like it does feel like they basically have this exact same play style, and like they have basically the same exact ultimate as well. And I think that was very stupid.
That I honestly, what they could have done was, if you played Xenoverse 2, Bardock should have done the change the future attack, but whenever he like throws out his like thing, it holds them in place for like a second and then blows up. Like they could have done that. So then it could have been a really great combo, and so,
like similar to Gohan in a sense.
Yeah, like it's like a quick like half a second stun, but then they can move, and then it blows up in a giant area, and then
and then maybe instead of having it like Gohan's where it's over time, maybe the damage is like instant with that explosion.
It's just an instant blow up, based on how close you are to center or something.
I don't remember which server it was. I'm trying to think, but I just can't off the top of my head. There was a server a long time ago for a game that I cannot remember, that had it where there was a feedback very similar to Gekishin Squadra. Players could go ahead and give like their upvotes and downvotes and all that. But on top of that, if there was a feedback that was like very liked, it would be put into like its own special section that was like quote unquote like premium feedback or something like that.
Yeah.
And some sort of like similar thing with Gekishin Squadra, where it's like, okay, there's already a lot of people liking this and the dislikes aren't too heavy. Yeah, exactly. There's like, I feel like, because we can keep scrolling, I don't think we're gonna see anything that has 100. I think the limit should be like 20-ish, 30-ish.
Yeah, maybe.
But
20,
if it's
30,
something like that, and then like right under it, it's like, I wouldn't say premium, but like heavily requested or something.
Yeah, like heavily requested or straight to devs kind of thing, like.
Right. And then like the same exact thing, but like downvotes. If something gets downvoted 30 times, you're going straight to submitted game feedback hell. Yeah. Not actually, but like it would also just be nice to have it where it was something like that, where it's like, you know, this feedback was given like a whole bunch of again recognition, and this feedback, you know, wasn't given that much positive reactions. Or this feedback is mixed, so you know we have to like continue discussing about stuff like that and get both sides. I feel like it would give a lot more discussion on this game, which is always something that I feel like is really nice. But definitely really good feedback from them. Yeah, because that's also a person who comments a lot on my channel too. Yeah, so it is nice to see them. Nerf Oobs Ultimate and dude, I'm skipping. I'm sorry. I can't. I saw Nerf Go Takes Ghosts, bro. You lost me. I'm goodbye. Yeah. Dude, wait, hold on. I'm no, the Gekishin Squadra devs. I just looked into my mind's eye, and the Gekishin Squadra devs just specifically looked at that feedback. No, the next dev notes. No, they hit a fourth. Go Takes Nerf has hit the fucking dev notes, man. Oh my god, this is the people that they're listening to. Is this Go Takes Ghosts, bro? I can't believe it. They just got nerfed too. Is the thing, is they also just got nerfed as well.
It's so easy to not get hit by ghosts. Just pop an ability, literally any ability, and you're gonna break the ghost. Like, what character are you playing that doesn't run key currently?
It's like Cell. People think Cell is disgustingly broken because he's like a C rank warrior, man.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's funny for sure. Make D ranking a thing. SAB. Once you hit A and S rank, you should be able to D rank down a letter B. Should cut off as to many people throw games because they're S or A4, plus it stabilizes ranking a bit more.
The rank system currently, I can see where having just being able to like D-rank and go back down and stuff like that does make sense. But also, yeah, no, this should be a thing. This genuinely should be a thing. If somebody's losing a shit ton and they're kind of like horrendous, and they climbed up to S rank because they queued up with Aizen and Abe, and we're getting carried every game for like 50 games in a row, and then all of a sudden they think they're hot shit, and then they start solo queuing and they lose 30 million games in a row, but they get put down to 2,000 points because there's a limit.
Are you targeting anyone with this?
No. I mean, there are a few people that have done that before, that have like queued up with Aizen or Abe and stuff like that. But they haven't like queued with them non-stop, because Abe and Aizen, they have their own team specifically that they usually run with, or like their own group of people they run with. And they don't really run with a lot of randoms that much anymore. So it happened at the beginning of the game, not as much anymore though.
I think regardless, it's like how you said, it shouldn't be a system regard anyways. Like, it is very weird that Gekishin Squadra doesn't already have that as a thing. So, like, what other game can you even think about where it's like the second that you reach a new letter rank, it's like, okay, it's all right, you're safe now. Like, nothing else.
Because they don't exist. It doesn't exist. Like, they're trying to make it piss baby easy for people to get there. And you can do it at the beginning of the season, you can do it at the end of the season, and you can say, oh, I hit S rank, I'm a really good player. No, you're not. The ranks at the end of the day don't really mean shit. The leaderboards also don't really mean shit. I mean, unless you're like in the top 10, like overall, I guess, but otherwise.
Wait, are you saying that I got top 100 baby and I got like top 60 and that doesn't mean anything?
Oh my, don't even get me started on the actual hero rankings, because that goes based on one match. That doesn't actually go based on how well you...
I thought I'm the best baby ever. Dude, the amount of people who have said that shit, it pisses me off. Yeah, no, dude, it's a personal peep. Dude, the second anyone goes into my comment section when I post a tier list and they say, well, I'm a top 100 Topo player, so I think you're just playing Topo wrong. Have you tried running Steel Skin? I hate you. I hate you. You know who you are. I hate you. Like, it pisses me off.
Actually need to be their own separate rank system. Because I would be number one constantly, and I would show people why I'm number one constantly, and why I say I'm number one constantly. Right. The hero rankings goes based on just how well you did battle score wise within one game. A lot of people currently, if you go look in the official Squadra, people will be sending out messages. Hey, looking for 7 other people to do a standard match and get my number 10 on this character and stuff like that. Like, people are still cheap. If you don't remember, this was a thing that they actually took out. You used to be able to get hero ranking in quick battle, because it would still count your battle score, but it wouldn't show it in your game reports.
Right.
So whenever you play a quick battle, it didn't show you battle score. But if you waited the hour and then you go check the hero rankings, you would actually be up because of whatever.
That's why I've said that. Like, I think I've told Monatos or something that they should just have it where it's like the wins that you have on that character, or like the win rate that you have with that character after like 100 games, let's say, that you've played with that specific character. Then you could finally get like top whatever, you know.
I think
it's a lot better than the system it is now.
Is minimum 100 wins on a character, and then it goes based from there.
Right.
Win percentage wise, because 100 wins is like, it's a lot of games. Like 100 games, 100 wins with the character is not gonna be the easiest shit.
Oh, for sure.
So, like, people are gonna be grinding, and they're actually gonna end up one-tricking characters, and that's basically what I do now. I just one-trick Kuga pretty much.
Yeah, and I'm the Goku one-trick, the Super Saiyan Goku who has to cry every patch note after they make my character more balanced. How could they? Hit does way too much damage. Hit has way too many. Dude, there's no. Did you hold on? Did you target him? Yeah. You targeted?
They did target him. They did target him. I was laughing whenever I saw that, but you were mid talking, so I didn't want to say nothing. I didn't want to laugh too loud.
That's actually crazy. Oh my god. That reminds me. Oh my. Okay. Not to like sidetrack, I'm not gonna make this like more than a minute like little thing, right? So there was a guy who put in their feedback that they were like, what was it? It was like saying like, you guys should like stop talking about the Star Collection system, like it's completely fine, you guys are just whining, or something like that. And then they were like, oh, the thing that needs to be really looked at right now is like solo queue or something, right? And I was making fun of them, and I was like, you know, you could solve 2 issues, right? Like we could agree that both of those are things that need to be fixed, without saying like people are idiotic for doing that. And I scrolled down because I remember that someone reacted to him, and they were like, yeah, so that bozo up above, don't listen to him. Like, I think that actually does need to be changed. I remember going back down and looked at it. I was fucking dying. And then after I released that video, someone told me afterwards that they put in a new feedback that was like, "Can your boy Mike stop reading my feedback? I think that's fucked up."
Oh my god, that's fucking hilarious.
It got me dying, dude. Oh, it was so fucking funny. Like, okay, not to bash on King Basher, if you will, but when we talk about things we like to see inside of the server, or sorry, inside of the feedback, you should always try to be as detailed as possible. The devs have repeatedly shown they do not know how they should balance a character based off of going on feedback. We asked them to debuff Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, and we asked them to nerf Ultimate Gohan. They said okay. They looked at Ultimate Gohan's health. They rightfully adjusted that, and then everything else was small, minimal tweaks. If we aren't saying stuff like reduce hits cooldown on his skill 3 by like to make it where it's not permanent invisibility, so it's like the invisibility timer on his skill 3 for just the level 1 is like 3 seconds instead of like 5. I don't know what the numbers are actually, but like let's say something like that. And then when it's skill 2, 5 seconds instead of 8, and then like 8 seconds instead of like 11. That's fine. That's like good feedback. Saying being like he's doing too much damage, what are you dying from? That's too much. He has way too much invisibility. So what do you want to see with it? It has too many stuns. What, did you get ulted? was that what happened?
Yeah,
like I will be day one right there when I see hit mangled inside of the patch notes. I will be celebrating. I will get Taco Bell and I will post a picture and I will say, "Fucking Squadra team finally listened. I can treat myself." But we also have to we can't just say just nerf him in this way.
At the end of the day, as well, is it depends on the role you're playing. King Bash is probably a really bad tech player or like mediocre DPS, and is just getting jumped by like para level hits or something. Like, not even para level hits. This is probably like a fucking B rank. So like it's just he just doesn't know how to play against the character. It's super duper easy to counter a hit. This is coming from a cooler player.
You might need to teach me.
I have iframes.
Because like
I have iframes.
Yeah.
A lot of iframes. I can dodge hits ult by iframing that shit. And I won't get stunned. I won't get unvisioned or anything like that. So I will calm out to people, hey, move down, come to me or whatever. Like I'll comment out loud to people, but like, hey, just move towards me and I'll help you out. I know how to play around a hit player. I play up against some of the best hit players. Para being one of them. I think Zoro's another good hit player. I can't remember all of the other ones, but the only real one that I really think challenges me the most whenever I am going against a hit is Para. He is toxic as fuck. He knows that character inside and out and will touch anyone he sees. Does not matter. You could be a tank that is 7 levels above him. He will still come after you. No snowball stacks. He's just going to stun you and just be on you nonstop. I don't know. I think just these people just don't know how to play up against hits.
I will be the first to admit, it's very hard as like a Super Saiyan Goku to do it, especially now that he doesn't have his stun on his second ability anymore.
Yeah.
And when I was playing 17, there was that like entire 3-minute clip of me getting my entire like farm stolen by hit that somebody showed. But it's like, I think in general his playstyle is very weaselly. He's a little fucking rat schemer jerk in a sense. So that again, that's the whole reason why I think that I would personally want him to be nerfed, because like I just don't like the
love
playstyle.
for him to get nerfed because he can stun you like forever. 10 times. Yeah, he can legit stun you 10 times unless you manage to get like a dash or like an iframe on one of your abilities or something of the sort. But at the end of the day, some people just need to play the game properly. I understand it's a Dragon Ball game, and I would love to just be fighting nonstop. But if there's a hit in your bottom lane, and it's a 2v3, you should probably not be in the middle of the lane trying to take the farm. You can try and steal it. Just back up to your tower, wait for the hit to jump on you, and then you both collapse on that character, or wait for a rotate for the rest of your team. Like,
yeah,
a lot of people are forcing issues that aren't proper issues. Hit is a glorified DPS that is in the technical role at the end of the day. He's meant to do damage. He's meant to stun you. He's meant to be invisible. He's not technically invisible. If we want to be have very crazy semantics about this, he's time skipping. He's skipping time, brother.
The way that I kind of see it is like Gekishin Squadra overall just has an issue with making it where you can't play the game. Gohan has it where he stuns. Hit has it. Excuse me. Hit has it where he stuns. Ultimate Gohan has it where he stuns. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta has it where he stuns. And what are all the characters that we are all on our hands and knees praying that get mangled? Are just these characters that all have it where like they get stun characters. So again, I think probably just stuns in general just need like a rework. But
definitely.
And that's probably a little bit more down the line.
Oh, you know what probably could be super duper good is a stun cooldown per character. So say you get stunned, you can't get stunned for 0.3 seconds, 0.03. So like not half a second, but like less than half of a second.
Do you remember how it was immediately? How long ago was it that you've played Smite?
It's been a minute. Like it's genuinely been a long time.
Okay, there was a mechanic, and I'm almost positive it was in Smite because it was like it's been like so many years. Like it was back in like 2020 since I last played the game, right? So like 6-ish years.
It's been like it's been a while like that for me too.
But there was a mechanic that was like, if you got stunned, the first stun would be 100% of that stun, right? And then
I think I know what you're talking about.
Every stun afterwards within like a set amount of time would all have the stun effect go into like a shorter period. So like the first stun 100% effect, second stun 50%, third stun 25%, the next stun 10%. Like something like that would also be really cool. I feel like because then the hit with his 20,000 stuns, guess what? Only the first two are the ones that actually matter. In a sense, without you getting your hands thrown.
Yeah, he's gonna rely on like the rest of his team actually a lot more instead of just himself.
Yeah, for sure.
Most of the time.
I chose the wrong region for the tournament because of my ADHD. Got me thinking that NA and SA are both in the US, so it messed me up. So please make it where people can get another attempt so people don't have to make the same mistake like I did. It is very silly that they did that. I don't know why they made it where you can't unenroll from the tournament and then re-enroll. But they did make it like that. Again, I think that if you just keep submitting your feedback and being like, hey, I fucked up, please help me. Eventually they probably will listen and be like, okay, for the future, like Squadra Cup 2, or maybe even in this Squadra Cup, if you enrolled into the wrong one, you can go ahead and re-enroll and then or like unenroll and then re-enroll into like whatever region that you were supposed to. Because it is very silly, especially when the top like server that it shows isn't even the one you're currently playing on. It is just like whatever it is. I think it's like Asia is like the number one that like is on the top of the list.
Yeah, I think it was the top one.
You have to like scroll down a little bit to find NA. It's very silly. So I put this. Yes, I'll put this on simple words. Please, just for the love of God, please make it possible for us to buy emotes with the EX tokens or even gems beside the capsules. It's really hard to pull the emotes that characters you want and have. Literally, since I started playing in season 1, it was really hard for me to get the golden capsules to get the emote. The emotes I wanted were Goku leg emotes. Goku legendary emotes. His intro and his finisher, but the capsules never gave me anything. I literally just got the Frieza legendary emote and I didn't even want him or used him. And I stayed with only the emote for the whole season and the next season. And until now, I only had Frieza legendary emotes and Super Saiyan 3 Goku finisher. Now I was able to pull more stuff, including of my favorite character Bardock. But pulling the legendary emotes are really, really hard after a couple of time that they fade away and don't come back never. If you added a store in game where you could buy them with EX tokens or even gems if you want, or you can decide the price of them by their rarity. For example, common emotes are 50 EX tokens, 10 gems. Epics are 200 to 300 EX tokens, 100 gems, and the legendary emotes are 400 to 500 EX tokens and 200 to 210 gems. With this new store, players who have had a lot of EX tokens and don't want to spend them on the skin can get their favorite emote with EX tokens. And you can still get money from this because if there are people who don't have more EX tokens, you can spend a little bit more for the emote that they want. With the new store, a lot of them would be happy and will be able to get their favorite emotes. Besides, EX coins don't make other use besides buying special skins and making them almost worth nothing, because the only people who have the special skins are those who spend money on the game. Really love it if you implement this new store, because there are a lot of emotes people want, including me, that can't get it because they are really hard to pull even if you have a legendary emote. It's the same thing over and over again, but like, yes, I think that this is a very good system. On top of that, again, people like me, I don't necessarily like a lot of the infinite skins. Like, I think that some of them are like it's fine that they are the price that they are, like 1,000 EX tokens, because at the end of the day, it's the costume of the character, and then it's a like legendary version, like a free recolor of it. So what the money that you would most likely have spent on that costume is now just being put into that instead, right? Like, I know a lot of people who didn't get the torn outfit for Super Saiyan Goku because they're like, why would I get that when I could just get like the cooler looking version of it with the EX tokens, right? That being said, there is no benefit to them holding on to all of these animations for such a long time. They had to start removing the epic emotes because that pool was starting to become too much. So not only do we now have legendary emotes that are rotated out within like 4-ish, 5-ish weeks, give or take. Like, it's basically 2 or 3 characters that drop that have it, like those emotes are gone. So if you're someone like me who just didn't pull Super Saiyan Goku's intro where he's arriving on the pod, right? Then you're just like fucked. And it's not like I can just be like, here, take my money, please. I just want the intro. Like, I can't do that. It's not even an option inside of the game. There's no reason to them to hold on to it for so long. They need to either make it where it's like how they said, where EX tokens and gems can buy it, or just make it where it's like you can just buy the skins outright. Like, it's very, very not skins, the animations. It's very, very dumb that it's not like that already.
Yeah, at the end of the day as well, they're going for a gacha system. What they should and or could do is, if they're rotating out banners and stuff like that, there's like 4 banners right now, I think, that are live. Like, if you go look, there's like 4 or something, 3 or 4 banners or something. It's kind of silly. Why is there so many different banners? If you're gonna have so many different banners, why not just have a banner that has all of the old shit on it and keep making people spend money? Like, they're just trying to, make people spend money, right? So might as well have a banner that has every emote that was on it. Every single legendary.
Well, the way that I see it, right? One of the worst things that anyone says about Gekishin Squadra is the summoning system. It is the worst
horrible.
Summoning system of all time. Right.
Yeah.
Because the rates are bad. The EX tokens are practically worthless, and all of that. Let's say that they're a little bit lenient. So common emotes, like how they said, are 50. Epic emotes are 200. And then the legendary emotes are 400. When you pull the same legendary emote 5 times in a row, the feeling goes from I hate my life to, oh my god, I could finally buy the emote that I wanted, you know? Like it completely flips that emotion, and it's the same. It would be like the same result of Gekishin Squadra would get more money, because then you'd be like, okay, well, at the very minimum, I know if I continue getting EX tokens, I can then get the new legendary emote, right? Or even if they had pity and it was just like after, let's say, 3 multis, which I think is a lot, but 3 multis where you're spending like it's like 9. Oh wait, no, it's like 1,000 something gems, right? Like 1,100 or no, 1,150, whatever. That you finally get like the emote that you wanted. It would be so much better, but they just don't have that.
Yeah, there should definitely be a pity system, and I think the pity system, with how it should be, is have a selection of things that you want to pull the most, and those will have a little bit of a higher pull rate.
Yeah, there's other games that do that too.
Yeah, there's a lot of games that do that. Like, whereas like, oh yeah, beginner banners, like, oh, if you want to pull on this beginner banner, you get to select which character has a higher pull rate, so you have a chance of getting this character, but you're still able to pull the other characters, right? So,
right. Yeah, the EX tokens just need more value.
Yeah, EX tokens are definitely kind of like valueless currently. They're not really the greatest thing ever.
For the gold capsules, have some of the stuff you get from them be stuff from the previous seasons, like the rage skins, stamps, or helper skins, so players more okay with buying gems for them. I would rather it not be the gold capsules, because the gold capsules are already like rare as is, and I don't want them to change the race for that. I would just rather do the recolor ones. Like, okay, can you imagine if the recolor ones were like all of the animations that are not inside of the summon pool right now? Like, not legendary. I don't know if they would do legendary, but let's say that they did do legendary as like a 1% chance or something, right? But they have it where the legendary of like ones that are not in, they have the all of the tiers and all that, and then it also has like the recolors. I think that would just give a lot more value to the gray capsules, and it would make people a lot happier to get gray capsules. And like, I have like 200 right now. I just do not care about using them, you know.
The capsules, a lot of the capsules are also kind of just like meh. Like, unless you're rocking those gold capsules or even like the pink capsules.
Pink capsules
kind of like yeah, I mean, those are much better than like the normal gray ones though, right? Like, you're able to pull like from like a decent banner, and it's so. It's just the summon system is very bad.
That's what I'm saying. They can make the season capsules can be like whatever the current stuff is, and then like the gray capsules are just everything that's just not in rotation right now. I feel like either way though, it should just be where you could just buy them out, right? It's very stupid that it's not. Wait, hold on. No, I said that for gold capsules. Whoops. Can we please get a skin for Kid Gohan where he does not have a bowl cut? He looks beyond stupid. I don't know why he'll just use his Saiyan Saga haircut. It's far better. Or use his beginning of Z outfit as a skin. That would be so cool. We need more skins in Gekishin Squadra that are just like from different arcs.
Different sagas and stuff like that. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Now, I know they're saving a lot of those for like the different variations of the character and stuff like that, right? Like, we're gonna eventually get a Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, and it's gonna be Youth Gohan. He's gonna be probably wearing the Piccolo outfit. That might be his
That's entirely fine, but like, there's nothing stopping them from, because obviously that Kid Gohan is from Planet Namek Saga, right? But there's nothing stopping them from, so like how they just said, where it's Saiyan Saga and he has like the fully grown hair and all that.
Yeah,
maybe give him the sword. Give him the sword as like an accessory on his back. I feel like that'd be so cool. Suggestion for a Boo buff: self heal with his skill. He does.
What?
Self heal with his skill too. Maybe they're saying without like your ally there, I guess.
Oh, I mean that. No. No. Yeah, no. I don't think anybody would be a fan of that.
I mean,
Because
Boo is pretty bad right now. I would rather see Boo have it where it's just like he gets his skill 3 buffed, because I feel like that's the thing that sucks about him the most right now.
or just even give him a passive heal for people for asking for a heal. Like give him a passive heal, but it's like a really tick slow passive heal.
Actually, I think that Boo should have it where he gets a new passive where he can die once and then revive by having like 1,000 little Majin Boos just meet up in the middle, similar to Infat Boo. So that would actually be pretty funny though. Like every 90 seconds, you could just have something like that.
That'd be so annoying to deal with.
We already have a leaving it to you ping, so I feel like, oh no, we already read this one. I'll just give it another thumbs up.
Yeah, reposted.
Hey, it's another one that we just saw as well. Oh wait, no, this is different.
This is different.
Notice some translation errors in the character names, which are translated into English, but I speak Brazilian Portuguese. The characters so far are Vegeta, Frieza, and Cooler. In my language, the correct pronunciation would be Vegito, Frieza, and Kula. Well, at least Kuririn isn't Krillin. It's just a joke. I didn't mean to offend people. If they ever add PyCon, in my language, it will be PyCon. Yeah.
Oh, PyCon, yeah. PyCon.
I think, well, I don't know, because like some of the stuff, I'm having an aneurysm. They have some of the stuff that is just like just 1-to-1, where it's like Goku and Vegeta are just straight up called Goku and Vegeta, right? Like they don't translate it at all. But then like when it came to, who was it? I think it was like Broly, that they just labeled him weird. It's like it's leaving the top of my head right now, but they could like fix some of the stuff for the translations. I feel like
the translations do need to be fixed. Yes, this is very true. This is
create
basic things that don't need to be in the game, like in general.
Create a ranked reward chart and group reward chart. More gems for playing Z Sword, Veggies, Maze, etc. Never played because no initiative like good rewards should be obtained. Add some gems into upgrading characters. Finally, add some gems to the ranked rewards at the end. Thanks for reading and considering the changes. Yeah. Eventually, they are going to just gut the entire Star Collection system. So, there was this one feedback that I really liked that was talking about how they wanted it to give you different rewards as just time went on. So, like, level 1, you got like 100 Zenny. Level 2, you got 500 Zenny. Level 3 had it where the star was like a stamp. And then level 5 was like you get the Dragon Ball acquiring animation. And like level like 10 was it was like the badge, right? So like the rewards would get better and better as time went on. If they had it where it was like, I don't know, level, let's say 3 gave you 10 gems, and then like level 6 gave you like 20 gems, there'd be a lot of people just playing all these different types of characters to try and get that at that point, you know? Maybe just 50 gems per character, where it's like 10, 20, and then 20 again, where it's like 3, 6, and then 9 all give you like 10, 20, and 20 gems, or 10, 20, and 30 gems. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, having more free to play options for the communities is something that would keep a lot of this game. A lot of people don't want to spend money on this game. They don't see a reason to spend money on this game. It's not like Dokkan or Legends where you actually kind of need to buy the characters. Like you can just get good at one character, and you can be really good at that one character, and even if they get buffed or nerfed or buffed or whatever the case may be, you're still going to be good at the character. But people want the cosmetics, and people don't really want to spend hundreds of dollars to try and pull a cosmetic. And so a lot of people would play the game a lot more because we need players to keep staying on this game for as long as possible, and having ranked rewards, people would actually be grinding ranked and actually would be taking that shit seriously. Say you get to top 10, you get 500 gems, something crazy, right? Like people would actually be like considerably grinding the game because they want those rewards. They want to be able to summon for this specific banner for.
Yeah, it does suck because like every other community does have something like that. Hell, Dokkan's World Tournament gives you Dragon Stones for like hitting a top rank. Legends has it where like the top people always get a full multi in Chrono Crystals. Yeah. And then Gekishin Squadra, it like only gives you 10 Chrono or 10 gems a week. It's so dumb. The battle pass doesn't give enough gems. The weekly gems that we get isn't enough. There's nothing to be able to get more.
The end of season ranked rewards, you're just getting a reskin of a supporter. You're getting the max Gekishin animations. Like, what? Why am I even playing to get up to this rank? Like, this is why I don't play my tech up until like hit S rank. This is why I only ever get my DPS and my tank to S rank, and I just get my tech to A4, and then I just stop playing it because that's the bare minimum. If there was more rewards, I would play tech and get it to S rank for whatever reward it may be.
Right.
Extra Zenny, extra hero memory, something. But it's
at the bare minimum. Great. I am glad that they are slowly adding more rewards. For these
like crazy for Zenny.
Yeah, not only that, but I was gonna say with the Gekishin's Cup is doing that. Like, imagine if Gekishin Cup though had it where there's two tournaments going on. There's the solos, and then there's going to be the what's it called? The teams. So the official Gekishin Squadra tournament gives you 250, or is it 350 gems? I think it's 250, right?
I believe so. I have no
idea. Well, let's just say that it's 250 for argument's sake, right? Imagine you signing up for the tournament this weekend gave you 125 gems each. I think that would be like a really good step in the right direction of like having more and more ways for people to not only be incentivized to play this game because there's no rewards for you continuing to play, but also on top of that, giving people who want to play this game a reward just for playing it, and having it where like the better you are, the higher you're able to get some of these like gems and stuff, or even just for participating, just getting 125 gems instead of the 3 season capsules. That's not even a full multi.
No, it's not.
Like, it's so stupid. I just think that there are a lot of ways that they can improve, and there are so many other of these gacha games and Gekishin Squadra has to be the most like strict and the most like on not what like what's the way to phrase this, like the least amount of rewards that they give, premium currency that they give, it's the least amount out of any other gacha game, which is insanely crazy considering that it's
they're not generous with the rewards.
That's the word I was looking for. They're not generous at all. Very stingy. We'll read this last one and we can go ahead and stop. Hold on. We'll read this last one and then we can go ahead and stop. Regarding the F capsule, you can only purchase once a day for 350 gems. Sorry, but this is horrible price for a single capsule. That doesn't even guarantee an animation we don't already have. Also, if someone buys a newly released character, you can make the bundle of 3 capsules, 350 gems. Make the price of the single capsule somewhere around the price of 120 to 150. Keep the daily limit if you'd like, and get the bundle of 3. And the bundle of 3 can still be seen as a special deal. Well, let me think. 6 capsules is 350. So that's what? Is that like 70 gems per capsule?
I don't be mathing.
I also don't be mathing. we don't be mathing, but I'm pretty sure it's 70, 80. No, so 70, 80. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. Yeah, it is. So wait, no. Because it's 6 capsules. Damn it. Either way, having it where it's 120 to 150 gems is still too high. Even with it being a capsule that guarantees an animation for the brand new character, it is still way too high. It needs to, at max, for just one capsule, it needs to at max be something along the lines of 50. There is no other game that makes it where you have to spend a full multi-summon for one summon on the new character. Nothing.
Yeah.
And what, like, dude, there was so many people that also just get tricked in a sense of they'll summon on it and they'll be like, oh my god, the capsules suck. And it's like, no, why did you summon on it, dude?
Yeah, like
it's literally just there to be a scam.
Value.
It's just to be a rug pull, honestly. It's horrible that they do that. I think it should be really low though, like 50 gems. Something like insanely low like that, I think would be fine. Or they just need to make it where it just cannot give you the same animation twice. Where it's like, where it's like you can't get an animation you already own for that new character. That would be so much better. Is there any closing thoughts though that you want to say before we go ahead and stop?
I don't really think I have much. All I can really say is say hi to your parents, y'all. Tell them that you love them.
This is true. This is very, especially with
call a friend.
Yes. I was gonna say we have like Mother's Day and Father's Day coming up soon, which is also even more reason to talk to them. But yeah, thank you again for joining. I'm gonna make sure to not only collaborate with on the video, but also I'm gonna make sure to link your stuff down in the comments below. But yeah, thank you all for also watching. I hope you guys all have a great week and hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.